Welcome back to Ocala Talks. You know, the pandemic's not doesn't see ethnicity. It's destroyed the lives and the businesses of everyone. Not any no ethnic group is safe. 86% of Hispanic small business owners reported significant negative impacts, including complete closure, and were only half as likely as their white counterparts to reopen because of the pandemic. Joining us today is Esperanza Teasdale, the Vice President and General Manager of the Hispanic Business Unit in PepsiCo, and Lupillo Ramirez, President of the Latino Food Industry Association. And we're going to talk about Juntos, Crecemos. I hope I said that right. Good old boy from South Georgia, tries his best. Good morning. Are you there? Good morning. Hello. Are we there? Well, we seem to have difficulty getting them on the air. Let's try it again. Esperanza Teasdale is the Vice President and General Manager of Hispanic Business Unit, PepsiCo, and Lupillo Ramirez is President of the Latin Food Industry Association. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's talk for a minute about, and I want to say this right, Juntos Crecemos. Did I say that right?
You got it. A little bit more roll there. Crecemos.
Good old boy from South Georgia. I'm doing the best I can do. But tell us what actually that is, because we know that this pandemic has known no ethnicity. It's closed a lot of businesses, and 86% of Hispanic businesses that close, only half of them are as likely to reopen. So tell us what this program is and how it helps.
Sure. Thank you for asking, Tom. So Juntos Crecemos means Together We Grow, and it is a platform launched by PepsiCo that is investing $50 million over 5 years to help elevate Hispanic-owned businesses, specifically restaurants, bodegas, and carnicerias, or meat markets. And this investment will take place over the next 5 years.
Now, I know that Hispanic businesses, because I have a lot of friends that own Hispanic businesses here where we're located, they really are the cornerstone of the Hispanic community. Is that why it's so important to make sure we bring these businesses back?
It sure is, Tom. These businesses are places where people go to see family and friends. It's the places where people are eating together, they're socializing. They really are, the centers of gravity for the Hispanic community. So it's important to help them in this time of need.
Why is it that PepsiCo is investing in Hispanic-owned small food and beverage businesses at this time?
Yes, because it's important for us to start breaking down, the systemic racial inequalities that occur and support these businesses as they've been really challenged during the pandemic.
What, if you could tell me, because it's probably a little different than some other people, would you please tell us some of the specific challenges that are specific to Hispanic businesses? Because I'm sure it's a little more difficult for Hispanic businesses than the traditional white retail businesses to pick back up. What is it about this pandemic that's really hurt the Hispanic business group?
Hey, Tom, this is Lupillo from Latino Food Industry Association. Yeah, typically Hispanics, we lag behind the general counterparts. We have less access to funds, and so this is why it's important to get assistance from people like PepsiCo. We are behind, so we're not in Hispanic businesses don't have the same opportunities.
Now, we have the Hispanic Business Council here. It's a very good group. They do a lot to help the Hispanic population, but they also do a lot to make sure they bridge the gap between the Hispanic community and the white non-Hispanic community and the African-American community and the Asian community. They make sure that they reach out and touch people to bridge those gaps. How important is making sure the Hispanic community bridges the gaps to the other communities? So is their success? How important is that to their success?
Well, that is really important. We just like Esperanza and PepsiCo's program says, Juntos Crecemos. So we gotta grow together, and that means as minorities, we gotta get together and grow
the communities are very intersected. So we talk a lot about intersectionality, right? And saw in the U.S. Census in particular, like multiracial people are growing, and so it's important to recognize that, as these communities look to support each other.
Who is there an eligibility requirement to be a part of this program? And if there is, what businesses are eligible, and how would people find out if they're eligible?
Yeah, so people can find out more information online at PepsiCo.JuntosCrecemos.com. And there in particular, you could see the type of support we have. One part of the program is already completed, so we've actually been able to successfully award 150 grants across the country to help these small businesses. And then we also have another program that's called the Hispanic Digital and Delivery Accelerator, and so that's a way that someone can actually get support from a technological perspective to help get their business set up for digital delivery. So, but PepsiCo.JuntosCrecemos.com is where you can find all the information, Tom.
Lupillo, what is the role of the Latin Food Industry Association in this program?
Okay, thank you. Thank you for asking, Tom. We are the connection between PepsiCo and the small businesses. We collaborated with them, identifying the businesses that would benefit from their help.
So you're the advisor. You go in and say, this is the best place. This is what you need. PepsiCo's offering this, and you give people advice and consultation, basically.
Pretty much, we're kind of the boots in the ground for PepsiCo.
And PepsiCo needs boots on the ground. We all need boots on the ground. Now, where can people go find more about the Latino Food Industry Association, Lupillo?
Yeah. They can just log on to latinofoodindustry.org, and they can join free.
Oh, it's free to join.
Right now it is, yes. Because of the pandemic, what we're doing, we're trying to make it easier. Just like PepsiCo, we're trying to help, and that's our job to help the Latino businesses grow.
We talked about the pandemic and how it's affected everybody, but Lupillo, how exactly has it affected the Hispanic businesses? Instead of all businesses, give me the impact it's had actually on the Hispanic businesses.
Well, if you talk about restaurants, we all know what happened. They had to close.
We know. Yeah, they had to close.
Yes. And when it happened, in regards to bodegas and carnicerias, they had the business, but they had extra expenses. They had to get their PPE, their equipment. They had to readjust their business operations so they can fulfill the needs and the safety of their customers. So they acquire extra expenses. So they need the help.
Yeah, plexiglass isn't free, and a lot of plexiglass had to be bought and put up in bodegas and everything all over the country. Once again, this is a program with PepsiCo in joint with PepsiCo. If you could, Esperanza, tell us one more time how Hispanic business owners can participate in the Impacto Hispanic Business Accelerator. Tell us what that is and how they can participate in it.
Sure. So Impacto is our investment led by the PepsiCo Foundation, and we have partnered with local CDFI organizations in different key cities to help distribute those grants. For 2021, we already awarded 150 grants, so that cycle is closed. However, it will be reopened for 2022, where we will select another group of grantees to get that benefit.
Once again, if you would, give us the pertinent information on if a Hispanic business wants to see if they qualify and can get more information. What are the websites they need to go to get in touch with the to get in touch with the PepsiCo, with you at PepsiCo, and where can they go, Lupillo, to get in touch with your folks as well at the Latino Food Industry Association?
Sure. So for this overall program, they can go to PepsiCo.JuntosCrecemos.com, and they'll see all the information about the program, testimonials from some of our businesses that we're supporting, and everything they need will be located there.
And the PO, if they want to get in touch with your organization?
Yeah, they can get into latinofoodindustry.org, and they'll find a link to Juntos Crecemos.
Thanks so much for taking time out and joining us today, and thanks so much for all you're doing to help the Hispanic community. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Tom.
Tom. Have a good day.
We'll be right back after this timeout. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Hey folks, the gardening deals are better than ever this week at Bob Wine's Community Gardens in Ocala. If you want to see for yourself, just check the big color newspaper ad.